Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about how I made 34 million Meseta in 3 days. Now that is a lot more Meseta than before, which was only 10 million Meseta in 3 days. Now we've made triple the amount. So what changed? What did I do? And what tactics did I use? Well, keep watching to find out. But as usual, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily. So if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Alright, so the very first thing I want to do is I want to show you my Meseta so you know that I am not BSing you, and yes, I have 34.6 million Meseta. I was a little bit panicky before because when I bought this weapon camo, I was pretty broke because this weapon camo itself, I spent 8.1 million Meseta just to buy this weapon camo, and I was like, I am broke, I need money because fashion is very important, and I need enough Meseta in order to purchase all of the fashion pieces I want in order to make my 2022 fashion. So this is why I went into panic mode and popped my 3-day shop pass. Remember, as a free-to-play player, you get one 3-day shop pass every single month when you progress through the mission pass. So as you can see here on the season 4 mission pass, I am on tier 25. However, at tier 24, you do get a personal shop use 3 days, and you get this every single month, regardless if you buy the gold pass or not, you will always get it. Okay, so now I have 3 days to sell as many items as I humanly can because that is my window of opportunity. Once those 3 days run out, then I won't be able to sell any more items on the market. So what exactly did I do? First of all, I sold all of my purple Retem triggers because they were selling for 150,000 Meseta each, and it just so happened that I had like 30 of them, and I basically just sold all of them and made a big chunk of money. Another thing is I sold all of my Retem yellow triggers as well because I needed the money. However, there's more than just these two triggers. You can see here, Form Soul 3. I sold 21 of them for 1.7 million. So I upgraded a bunch of my Form Soul 2s into Form Soul 3s, threw them onto the market to make some money because I had a surplus of minerals and rocks. However, I needed Meseta. So I sacrificed all those minerals, all of those rocks, and I sacrificed my Form 2 capsules in order to make a bunch of Form 3 capsules, and I sold them all on the market because they were selling for like 90,000 each or like 80,000 each, and I was just like, you know what, I need the money, I'm gonna sell it. You may also notice over here I've got some Quintel Katana, some Quintel Knuckles, Gothica Blades, and these are basically anything with a Fixa or a color variant. I literally just threw it on the market for 100,000 or 50,000, and I just tried to quick sell it. I pretty much saw what other people were selling and I slashed that price in half. Because remember, I only have 3 days of personal shop use, while other players who have premium can use the market indefinitely. So I needed to make sure that I constantly had stuff selling. So I was exchanging all of these items into Meseta. Because after my 3-day pass expires, all of the items that I did not sell is just sitting there and being dead weight because I won't be able to sell them. And a lot of weapons such as the Quintel weapons as well as the Gothica series, they are on a ticking time bomb because in February, if we get, for example, 6-star weapons, or if the relic weapons become a lot more easier to obtain, then all of these weapons are going to drop significantly in value. So in my mind, I was like, okay, I just want to get them out of the way. I just want to dump it in order to make Meseta so I can use this Meseta to buy something else that I actually want. And this is why I sold these items at extremely low prices. If we scroll down here, you can see that I also sold all of my Alio yellow and purple triggers in order to make more money as well. And I also sold a bunch of armors which I got from purple triggers which had Fixas. So this Vidalin armor actually had a PSO2 guard on it, and even though the lowest price selling for that was 2 million, I tried at 1.5 million first. I left it on the market for 12 hours. It did not sell, so I slashed it down to 1 million. I was like, yo, I don't care, someone just take this off my hands, because I knew it was worth money. But if I didn't sell it within my 3-day pass, then it would just be dead weight for me because I don't wear the Vidalin armor. So this is why I wanted to quick sell it. I was like, 1 million, someone just take it off my hands, please. and it sold. Now over here I also took a couple screenshots just to show you what else I sold, but you can see that the return purple triggers is the main one giving me a lot of money, 2 million over here. I sold all of my alt secreta 3s. This was also a big chunk of money. This was another million right here. I had some Vegif armors with like Fixa 3s, Fixa 4s. I was selling that for like 500,000 each, 300,000 each. I wasn't selling it super expensive. I just wanted the armor to sell, to liquidate everything so that I had Meseta. So you can tell over here another Alio purple triggers. I sold 53 of them, and down here another 35 of them. Add that together, that's another 1.5 million. Sold all my yellow triggers. I sold my Quintel machine guns with a Fixa 3 for 100,000. I was like, it doesn't matter. And yeah, I basically just sold everything I had as cheaply as possible, except for specific capsules. For example, Dust Soul 3, Renisol 3s. I waited until those prices went up to around 200,000 per capsule, because there was a time when I was selling these where it did drop to like 150,000, but I was like, I know these prices are going to go up, so I just threw them onto the market, priced them at 200,000, and just waited. And I had to wait about like 2 days before they sold, but it really didn't matter for me because it paid off. Here's another page of items that I sold. I sold a bunch of Dreadkeeper 3s as well as Gigas 2. So that is the Technique, Precision. I kept all the Gigas Mites because I personally play a melee class, so I just wanted to keep it for my own use, but I knew for a fact that I was not going to play a range class and I was not going to play a Technique class, so I dumped everything onto the market. And by doing all that, I was able to end up with 34.6 million Meseta. As you can see here, my 3-day shop pass has expired, so I can no longer list items onto the market. I'm going to need to wait until I get another 3-day shop pass. I do have one from the season 4 mission pass. However, I am not going to use it. My rule of thumb is always have a personal shop use 3 days sitting in your storage in case for a rainy day. Or for example, you suddenly get a relic weapon drop, then at least you have that backed up so that you can immediately pop it and make a fat profit. So now that I've explained what I sold in order to make all of that Meseta, how do you farm for all these items efficiently or quickly? Well, lucky for you, today is premium PSO2 day, and if you wait 5 more hours after the time of this video going live, then you will also get a rare drop rate plus 20% from the Stella Grace boost. So if you're a fully free-to-play player like myself, you're gonna get 60% rare drop rate right off the bat just from this. And on top of that, if you want to pop your Rappy shaped fritters, which will give you an additional 10% rare drop rate Meseta earned as well as EXP earned, you can do so. It does last 24 hours. However, remember the duration will decrease while logged out. So if you pop one of these, then you'll be at 70%. However, that is not all. We can go to the shop over here. We can go to AC and SG shop. You can go to the SG shop right here, and you can purchase another and rare drop rate 24 hours plus 50%, and that will bump your rare drop rate up to 120%. So why do you need all of this rare drop rate? It's simply because all of this rare drop rate will allow you to get more purple triggers, more yellow triggers, just any triggers in general. And so the strategy to get a lot of triggers very often is actually to go to rank 1 Al-Noth. The reason for that is because all of the mobs are going to be level 20, and in Retem Al-Noth they will be dropping the Retem purple triggers, which are selling for 150,000 each. So with a 120% rare drop rate, if you're farming an Al-Noth, you'll be getting at least 4 to 5 triggers every single hour. So that's like 500,000, 600,000 Meseta. It's still pretty dang good every single hour. And on top of that, you've got the trash loot that you can sell. And on the off chance, you might get a Tempesta weapon with a Fixa that you can also sell for good money. And this is how you're going to be farming for a lot of triggers. However, this is only for free-to-play members, by the way. If you're a premium member, you get an additional 25% rare drop rate. So that boosts your 120% rare drop rate to a 145% rare drop rate. So when you farm at Retem Al-Noth, you're going to get 5 to 6 purple triggers every single hour at least. And boom, that is very easy money, and you're going to be taking these purple triggers, dumping them onto the market, and people who are running these purple triggers are going to be buying your triggers because they make even more money from just farming purple triggers than what you're doing. So this is the low end strategy where we are the service providers. We are providing a service for the more geared players so that they can make more money, but we also make some money in the meantime. So it's a win-win situation. However, I know what you guys are thinking right now. You're like, Kero, I am a geared veteran. I have cleared purple triggers before. Tell me about purple triggers and how I make lots of Meseta, please. Okay, so here's the solution. First of all, step 1, very, very important. You need to wait for the S Grace Boost All to be active, because this 20% plus this 10% does carry over onto purple triggers. However, these regional mag boosts, none of this applies. So this rare drop rate 20%, this rare drop rate 10%, they do not apply to the purple trigger. On top of that, the PSO2 day buff, the premium PSO2 day buff, that 25% rare drop rate does not apply to purple triggers. So the only thing that does apply to purple triggers is this 30% and this 50% over here. So you can boost your rare drop rate up to 80% maximum while you're running these purple triggers. I am not entirely sure if the Rappy Shape Fritters, if this 10% also boosts on top of your 80%. If you guys know, please let me know in the comment section below, because that would help. Of course, any extra rare drop rate will help you a ton. So what exactly are you looking for in purple triggers? You are farming for relics. Your drop rate is awfully low, however, your payoff is huge. You're going to be running purple triggers as long as humanly possible while all of these buffs are active, so that you can maximize your rare drop rate. And you're just going to be praying for a relic drop, because the moment you get a relic drop, boom, that is an instant 20 to 30 million, depending on what relic weapon drops. And on top of that, you also get a lot of armors as well as Gregia weapons. So if you do get any of those Gregia weapons with like a Fixa 3, Fixa 4, you can also sell that for a lot of money. Grias armors with Fixas, Vidalin armors as well. You just want to consolidate all of that and throw those onto the market and make some money. Now there are two more alternatives to make money. The first one is veteran hunting. You're simply going to go over and kill all the veterans that are worth a lot of money. So for example, Rennis Retem over here, which is the worm boss, he is worth a lot of money because they have a chance of dropping the relic rod. However, they will also drop Dreadkeeper 3s as well as Rennis Retem capsules. I think they're called Rennis Retem capsules 3 or Rennis Soul 3 or something, and those are also worth a lot of money. So you can farm the worm over and over and over, or you can farm the guitar guy over here, the Dustle, and farm that for Dustle 3s as well as Dreadkeeper 3s, and you could sell those capsules for a lot of money as well. And of course, if you don't like farming either of those veterans, you can farm any veteran that you want, because they all drop Dreadkeeper 3, which is still worth 150 to 200,000, somewhere in between there, so that is still good money. Now the last method that I use in order to make money is simply wandering around the open world, getting the Retem as well as the Alio notes. So there's A, B, C, D. So if you farm in Retem, you can get any of those notes and combine them all together to make red Dominas, which you can sell on the market for a good chunk of money. You can also do the same in Alio. You get the Ale Dominas and you can also sell that. If you decide to take this approach, I do recommend going to Alio. Ale Domina is worth a little bit more money than the Ret Dominas. I would recommend looking at your own market, because I can only speak for ship 2. Maybe things in ship 3 or ship 4 might be different. So please check the market, see which capsule is worth more money, and then make your judgment based off that. So in conclusion, I covered 4 different methods. First one is just wander around the open world, get all of the different notes, make the Domina series and sell that. Second option is veteran hunting, kill veterans, get those Dreadkeeper 3s, get those Dust Soul 3s, get any of the level 3 capsules and throw them on the market and make a bunch of profit. Tactic number 3, go to a rank 1 combat zone in Retem, farm for purple triggers, farm for yellow triggers, throw all of those onto the market. Or if you prefer a rank 2 zone because it gives more EXP and you can level up classes and have the off chance of having a relic drop, then by all means you can do that as well. And the last method is just run purple triggers over and over and over, because it has the highest chance of dropping relic weapons. These are the 4 different methods that I personally use. However, I do a balance of all 4 things. I do not hyper focus on one. I do grinding until I get bored of grinding. Once I'm bored of grinding, then I do veteran hunting. Once I'm bored of veteran hunting, I do purple triggers. Once I'm bored of purple triggers, I do exploration. I rotate between the 4 different activities, because if you do one activity and one activity only, you get very, very bored very, very fast. I continue to do that until I feel a need to make money, and if I really need to make money, I pop my 3-day shop pass, I dump everything on the market, and I just focus on selling the items and not on how much profit I could possibly make, because for me, I only have a 3-day window. I need to cash out, so everything must go. So I just slash all the prices, and I just make sure that all of the items sell fast. And once I've liquidated all of the items, then it's back into farm mode. Again, I do all 4 of those activities over and over for a course of a month. And then if I need money again, boop, I have another shop pass, I pop it, and then sell. And that is how I made 34 million Meseta in 3 days. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome, for the heels